In the heart of the bustling metropolis, nestled amidst the city's skyscrapers and twinkling lights, stood a culinary haven known as Le Diamant. This Michelin-starred restaurant was more than just a dining establishment, it was a realm of gastronomic artistry. Its reputation transcended borders, drawing food enthusiasts and connoisseurs from around the world. And tonight, beneath the soft glow of crystal chandeliers, a special gathering was about to unfold. The evening began with a symphony of flavors orchestrated by Chef Philippe, a culinary virtuoso whose artistry graced the plates of Le Diamant. The restaurant was a sanctuary of elegance, where every detail, from the arrangement of silverware to the placement of each ingredient, was meticulously crafted to elevate the dining experience to a level beyond imagination. The high-ranking clientele who graced Le Diamant's salad halls were a select few, each with a passion for gastronomy that bordered on obsession. Among them was Madame Dubois, a renowned art collector whose taste extended from canvases to cuisine. Her presence in the restaurant was as exquisite as her collection, and she had reserved the coveted table d'or for this exceptional evening. As Madame Dubois sat in anticipation, her eyes, sparkling like the diamonds that adorned her neck, met the gaze of a distinguished gentleman. Monsieur Laurent, a man of wealth and refinement, was a regular patron of Le Diamant. His discerning palate was the stuff of legend, and he had come tonight to savor Chef Philippe's latest creation. The first course arrived, a delicate work of art on a porcelain canvas. A trio of diverse scallops, seared to perfection, nestled beside a vibrant medley of heirloom tomatoes and microgreens. A drizzle of saffron-infused olive oil completed the masterpiece. Each bite was a revelation, a harmonious dance of flavors that left the diners spellbound. In the hushed ambience of Le Diamant, the conversation was sparse, for words were unnecessary when every morsel spoke for itself. Madame Dubois and Monsieur Laurent exchanged knowing glances, acknowledging the brilliance of Chef Philippe's craft. As the evening progressed, the opulence of Le Diamant revealed itself in subtle ways. A rare vintage champagne flowed like liquid gold, and the waitstaff moved with the grace of ballet dancers, attentive yet unobtrusive. It was a symphony of service that complemented the culinary symphony unfolding before them. The main course arrived, a succulent medallion of Wagyu beef, seared to perfection and accompanied by truffle potato puree and a red wine reduction that sang of the vineyards of Bordeaux. The diners savored each bite as if it were their last, for in this ephemeral moment, time stood still. As the evening waned, dessert appeared, a work of art on a dessert plate. A trio of miniature pastries, each with its own unique flavor profile, beckoned like jewels in a velvet-lined box. Madame Dubois and Monsieur Laurent exchanged smiles, the camaraderie of kindred spirits who appreciated the finer things in life. The night drew to a close, and as they bid adieu to Le Diamant, their hearts were full, not only with the delectable memories of the evening but also with the knowledge that they had experienced something truly extraordinary. In this Michelin-starred sanctuary of culinary elegance, the art of gastronomy had transcended mere sustenance, it had become a masterpiece of the senses. And so, beneath the city's twinkling lights, Le Diamant stood as a testament to the boundless heights to which human creativity could soar, and the high-ranking patrons who had dined there knew that they had tasted perfection itself. In the heart of Le Diamant's impeccably designed kitchen, the night was still far from over. Chef Philippe, a maestro of the culinary arts, continued his meticulous work, orchestrating the evening's gastronomic symphony with the precision of a virtuoso. He knew that each course, each ingredient, held the power to captivate and enthrall his high-ranking patrons. Tonight was an exceptional evening, even by Le Diamant's lofty standards. The clientele included not only Madame Dubois and Monsieur Laurent but also several influential figures from the worlds of business, politics, and culture. The hallowed halls of Le Diamant were alive with whispered conversations and the clinking of crystal glasses, creating a melodic backdrop to the culinary spectacle. As Chef Philippe moved gracefully through his kitchen, he reached for a small vial kept under lock and key. It held a secret ingredient known only to a select few, the essence of a rare and elusive truffle that had been aged to perfection. This truffle was the stuff of legends, whispered about in hushed tones among culinary connoisseurs. With utmost care, Chef Philippe shaved delicate truffle slices onto a dish of handmade pasta, created moments before. The aroma that wafted from the plate was nothing short of enchanting, a heady mix of earthiness and umami. This dish, he knew, was destined to be the pièce de résistance of the evening. Meanwhile, in the dining room, the atmosphere crackled with excitement as the next course was announced. Madame Dubois, her discerning eye and palate keenly attuned to the evening's proceedings, leaned in to savor the aroma. Monsieur Laurent, too, could not hide his anticipation. The pasta arrived, presented with a flourish by the impeccably dressed waitstaff. The truffle-infused sauce clung lovingly to each strand, and the shaved truffle glistened like black diamonds. A hush fell over the diners as they took their first bites, the flavors unfolding on their palates like a sensual symphony. Madame Dubois closed her eyes momentarily, lost in the sensory delight of the truffle's earthy embrace. Monsieur Laurent, a man of few words but boundless appreciation, nodded in silent approval. Around the room, other patrons savored the dish, their expressions ranging from quiet reverence to unabashed delight. In that moment, the secret ingredient, the essence of the rare truffle, united them all in a shared appreciation for the extraordinary. As the evening wore on, the courses continued to dazzle and astonish. Each plate was a canvas, and Chef Philippe painted with flavors that transcended the boundaries of the ordinary. A delicate sea bass, bathed in a delicate beurre blanc sauce, melted on the tongue. A dessert featuring a crystalline sugar sculpture drew gasps of wonder. As the final course was served, an encore of Chef Philippe's genius, the diners knew they had witnessed something truly exceptional. The evening at Le Diamant had been more than a meal, it had been an experience, a journey of the senses that would linger in their memories for years to come. And in the kitchen, as the last dish was sent out, Chef Philippe allowed himself a satisfied smile. The secret ingredient, the rare truffle, had worked its magic once again, binding the diners in a shared moment of culinary ecstasy. In that kitchen, where artistry met alchemy, the legacy of Le Diamant continued to shine as brightly as the stars that adorned its Michelin rating. As the evening at Le Diamant reached its zenith, the culmination of an exquisite culinary journey was at hand. The high-ranking patrons, including Madame Dubois and Monsieur Laurent, had reveled in a symphony of flavors, each dish a masterpiece composed by the genius of Chef Philippe. The restaurant's ambience, bathed in the soft glow of candlelight and the shimmer of crystal, had lent an air of enchantment to the night. It was time for the pièce de résistance, the crowning jewel of the evening's feast, a dessert that would leave an indelible mark on the senses and the memory. From the hushed kitchen, Chef Philippe emerged carrying a silver cloche, a sense of anticipation following him into the dining room like a halo. The diners leaned forward in their seats, their curiosity piqued. What culinary marvel could possibly surpass the wonders they had already experienced? The cloche was placed before each patron, and with a flourish, Chef Philippe lifted it, revealing a dessert that defied imagination. It was a creation of ethereal beauty, a dessert that seemed to belong to another world. At its core, a sphere of dark chocolate glistened like a precious gem. The sphere was delicately punctuated by a cascade of vibrant raspberry coulis that wound its way around the plate like a ribbon of red silk. Edible gold leaf adorned the dessert, catching the flickering candlelight and casting shimmering reflections that danced upon the diners' faces. As the patrons took their first bite, the chocolate sphere yielded, revealing a hidden treasure, an interior filled with a velvety chocolate mousse that oozed decadence. The juxtaposition of textures and flavors was nothing short of sublime, a harmonious blend of sweet and tart, smooth and crunchy. Madame Dubois and Monsieur Laurent exchanged glances, their eyes alight with wonder. This dessert was a revelation, a testament to the boundless creativity and skill of Chef Philippe. Around the room, the diners were similarly entranced. Laughter and applause erupted, breaking the composed silence that had reigned throughout the evening. In that moment, the Michelin-starred restaurant transformed into a place of celebration, where culinary artistry was celebrated with joy and fervor. As the night drew to a close, and the patrons reluctantly left their seats, the enchantment of Le Diamant lingered. The high-ranking clientele had experienced more than a meal, they had partaken in an exquisite journey of the senses. The memory of this extraordinary evening would remain etched in their hearts, a testament to the heights to which human creativity and passion could soar. In the hallowed kitchen of Le Diamant, Chef Philippe knew that he had once again achieved the sublime. His culinary art had transcended the ordinary, leaving an indelible mark on the souls of those who had dined there. And as the restaurant's doors closed behind the departing patrons, the legacy of Le Diamant continued to shine, a beacon of gastronomic excellence in a world that craved the extraordinary.